Hey YouTubers, got here a TD04 turbo rebuild. This is out of a Saab 9.5, and I've got a cartridge here that is a MAX beating. It's cheap, you know, 70 or so, $80 core off of eBay. So after trying to put this thing together unsuccessfully for a while, I got the old core out and took a look at it, and I found that this is not machined the same as the original that I took out. And in particular, what it is these edges right here. There's places where the original was machined so that you could compress the snap ring without unseating this baby off of the pin. So what I did is I put this in a vise, padded. You know, I padded this. I guess it was this side over here where it's not this thing is not centered in here. So you can carefully, you know, with some padding, put one edge in a vise where you can get to it all, and then you can use an angle grinder and very carefully grind those recesses into it like the original has. And then you'll have space to compress this great big C-ring. And the C-ring, it compresses over here and goes in over here where the oil inlet is, in the top of the turbo. Okay, so that's I would put it in the same direction. And also pay attention to the C-ring because it's thinner on one side, so the tapered edge, you know, goes in on top. Otherwise it's not going to go in, and you can take it out and try again. Also, that's a big ass ring, and it's really hard to pinch. But what I did is I got a cheap pair of these cheap Harbor Freight super big long needle nose, and I just took them to my grinder and made the tip fit in the end of these big rings. So after I made a pair of you know, these great big needle nose for my ring, and after I ground this that baby just went right together compared to fighting it for an hour or so the first time around. And then I just thought, what the hell is wrong here? I went to the internet and found that some other people were having the same problem, but they didn't tell me what the remedy was. And so I went and got my old core out of the trash, and then found that this one wasn't machined. Now I asked GY Turbo if theirs were machined properly, and on eBay they have some pictures of the GY Turbos machined properly, and some of them that are not machined properly. And so I'm hoping that maybe one of you guys watching this will look at that and tell me whether their core that they bought from GY came properly machined. Also, what's interesting about these TD04s, not that this is part of the rebuild, but you know, in my Saabs I've got a couple of these that just do not spin freely. But interestingly, they don't seem to fail and fall apart and blow a bunch of oil into your motor like the Garrett GT17s. So, you know, they fail in a different way, but yeah, some of my others didn't spin. Hope that helps some of you out there. If it does, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.